Welcome to Sthapatya Samvad. My name is Sandesh Audan and I will be hosting today's session. Sthapatya Samvad is an initiative to take discussion on the architectural heritage of India beyond its material aspect to the ideas and thoughts. You know, usually when we look at the history, it's most of times about wars, most of times kings and queens and dynasties. But that is just a one lens to look at the history, and I believe there are many lenses. Okay, and today we are wearing the queer lens to trace the queer characters from the past. And Mr. Jason John, as our today's expert, has brought for us a queer lenses to wear. So let's wear queer lenses with him.
Thank you so much, Sandesh and Sthapatya Samvad, for inviting me to this forum. It's also a very interesting opportunity to present a very not so common, a very undiscovered, but coming to the forelight, the queer lens on looking at culture, heritage, archaeology, and topics within this realm, which have usually been dealt with by male identities. Particular entire scene is practiced at the temples at Kuvagam, where the trans community, also known as Aravanis, they come to the temple, they marry the deity Iravan or Aravan. The priests marry them off, passes the Vanamala, passes the Thali, which is a symbol of marital bliss. And when the scene comes that Iravan is decapitated, the entire community who has been married off to the deity, they break their bangles, they break the Thali, and they don white robes as a symbol of being widows, and they mourn for an entire month at the site of Kuvagam as part and parcel of this ritual. So this is the entire retelling of the Mahabharata story, which Riyana is also known as Arjuna. We know that at the 13th year of their exile, they had to be in disguise. The Pandavas had to be in disguise, and Arjuna took the form of what is translated in old terminology as eunuch, but a person in drag. And we get to see a very, very good example of this in the Madurai Meenakshi temple at Madurai. And what we get to see is an excellent form of a non-binary, gender-fluid identity. A person who has the body dressed as a female, has the anatomy of female, that is with breasts and the slender cut that is usually associated with a feminine body, using ornaments which are usually associated with females, with the posturing as well. But when you look at the face, you will get to see the beard, you will get to see the mustache, and you will get to see the crown. But you will get to see also the hair and the elaborate earrings. Now, Geet Govind in the 12th century and Radha became a very prominent figure. We come to know of these paintings that start appearing of Radha and Krishna cross-dressing. You can see Krishna cross-dressed with Radha's garments and Radha donning the Mor Mukut or Mor Pank and the other garments of Shri Krishna. Of course, here she has forgotten to exchange the pile. But we get to see from this BHU folio that Krishna is donning even the ornaments of Radha. Are they trying to talk about the Upanishadic philosophy that everyone has to merge into the Brahman and we are in fact the same as portrayed over here? Big question mark. Mallinath is one of the Jain Tirthankars, but in the Shvetambara tradition, very, very interestingly, Mallinath, one of the Tirthankaras, was a woman who, Malli Bai as she's called, who transformed into masculine and gained enlightenment. Very rare depictions of these are found, and you can see this is from the Lucknow Museum, wherein you get to see a Tirthankara in meditative posture, Dhyani Mudra, Padmasana, but with female anatomy and with the long plait for backside. You also get to see, now if you say that this is okay, this is one anomaly, there are many more sculptures depicting this. And on here, when we look at the Lotus Sutra, we get the composition where the praise of Avalokiteshvara is called upon. Avalokiteshvara from the famous Ajanta paintings is also known as Padma Pani, the lotus bearer. We think that we have to look at the text once again from the queer lens. We have to remove that binary lens, that heteronormative lens, and we will get to see a lot which is spoken about. Definitely.
what kind of society were existing at that time when the idea of Ardhanarish were coming up? What is indicates about the social scenario of that period?
Okay. Saying that yes, every individual has masculinity, femininity, Purusha, Prakriti, Shiva and Shakti within themselves. How much they want whichever identity to manifest is given up to the individual. So we are looking at a society which is accepting.
Sir, actually, I was thinking about queer characters that most of the time what people say is that it's a very westernized concept. So what is your take on that? When people say?
When people say, I will tell the people that first of all, you have your syllabus is a very old syllabus. Your knowledge is not updated. Not outdated, it's not updated, okay, and the textbooks are changing. So I would say go back to your sources. Don't believe anything that I have said, but go back to your sources and look for yourself. It may be sitting in your house, you may be having an Ardhanarishwara painting within your house. Explore that idea. There will be a lot of opposition because people have whitewashed their history. People have whitewashed, they are wearing blinkers. Indian culture doesn't look with blinkers. Indian culture removes those blinkers and looks at everything. Vividata, okay? Vasudeva Kutumbakam, okay? Even the Brahman, even the Vishwarupa will take everyone. Now, anyone tells you, I will tell them go back, read your sources. Don't believe me. Read your sources, read your Vedas, read your Purans, look at your paintings, look at your sculptures. That is the advice that I will give you. Don't believe me.